Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Christmas Eve today, and I'm gonna bring you the review of the other 2022 LEGO Chinese New Year set, the Lunar New Year Ice Festival. So this set contains 1,519 pieces and retail 170 New dollars. In this set, you get to build the ice festival that happens on this impressive frozen lake. There are lots of things happening in the ice festival. That's why LEGO also include 13 minifigures in this set. Now we take a better look at the complete build. It looks really impressive, and it actually a little bit bigger than I originally thought. And I was hoping LEGO would continue using the base plate and make it compatible with the modular building. But after finished building this, I think that's okay because there's a reason for them not to use base plate, and I think it works better. Having the base completely brick built. I really did have a lot of fun building the lake itself. You start building from the overall terrain, and then you end the build with the other smaller things happening in this ice festival. And from this angle, you can see it's actually pretty high. It's a few layers of Lego brick to actually create the overall effects of the frozen lake. Starting off with some of the smaller build, this is actually a oven or roaster cart that actually roasting or baking some sweet potato, and here's a merchant selling sweet potato to various kids and other visitors. Here's a signage here on what's happening around, and this is actually a printed piece. To my surprise, this set doesn't contain any stickers because in the other Chinese New Year set, the Lunar New Year tradition, there's quite a few stickers. I thought, hey, this set gonna have a few stickers just because usually this type of pieces is not really reusable. Lego kind of opt to use stickers, but I'm surprised. This piece here and then some other piece that I'm gonna show you later are also printed. And the other smaller build that's not really part of the frozen lake is this sledge here. It's in a penguin shape, although the color doesn't really look like a penguin, but the design of this little thing looks really good. So it's supposed to be a kid riding inside, and the parent just holding the handle and push along on the frozen lake. Here is one of the entrance. I think the design of this is really good, and the build of this is also very interesting. I think it's very useful if you want to build some form of corner building and you want to make some interesting entrance. This is a good example of it. And on each side, you've got a fairly interesting plantation. It's been used in previous Chinese New Year set with similar technique, but with of course different color of plantation. It's always good to use this way to create some of the bushes. From this path here, you can see there's a lady trying to make some ice sculpture. Let me just remove her. You can see she's making a penguin. So they're using the Friends theme penguin shape, but with this transparent blue color, which is really good. And of course, yeah, they also include one penguin here, so it's always good to get penguin. But I'm pretty sure this penguin does not represent a live penguin because you can see there's something holding it here. Okay, let me just fix the zoom a little bit. There's something that holding this penguin here. It probably represent a statue or sculpture some form that kind of telling you the person is making an ice version of it, but it doesn't represent a live penguin. And this is how you make ice sculpture. So with a chainsaw. Here's another highlight of this set is place where you stand and try to take photo. What's good about this one? This is actually really good quality cardboard, and you can actually remove the top here and then switch the other side to have a different version of the photo posing board. Moving along, there's another ice sculpture over here. So pretty much it's a gate with a icy slide. And this here, although you can't really see like if you're too close to it, but if you further away from it, you can see it's actually the Chinese character that represent spring. You can see from the back there's some steps, also some icy steps for whether kids or adult to walk up and then slide through here. Further on, you have a little bench here. You've got two signs on both sides. This is another print with the character representing snow. And then on this side of the corner, you have this little shop here, which is renting out some ice skating equipment. He's the owner of the shop here, and then on top of the door, you've got another printed tile, kind of showing you all the activities that you can do in this eye festival. I think this is a excellent design, and definitely want to get a lot more than just one piece over here. The other thing is, the sign of the shop is also printed. That's why I always wonder why the Lunar Chinese tradition said not creating more printed tiles, but somehow here you get and one off printed tile like this. You have a few more steps to get up onto the lake, and then this side here you've got two well, it's refrigerator, but I'm pretty sure it's keeping all the drinks warm, so people or the visitor are able to buy some hot drinks. And because this is a front-facing view, so it doesn't really feature any completely enclosed building. So the shop is kind of open. Well, not necessarily at the back, because if you think about it, this side is the front and that's the back, so it's kind of open on the side. So you can see inside there's lots of skates with different color, some hockey sticks, and then there's a register here for you to pay the fees. Here's some secrets you can see here, like you can actually pull this off as some secret storage of spare skates and ski equipment. Now this is not a Christmas tree, although it looks like a Christmas tree, but you've got another very interesting way of building a tree here. Here is another highlight of the set. Like for me, this is very impressive because they create a fishing hole here to allow people to drill a hole on top of it, because it's still above the lake, right? And then people can stand here and start fishing. You can see the details. It's not just creating the hole, but here you can see these are frozen, but they use a watercolor piece to represent underneath here the water is not frozen, and also the opening here also create this, although you can rotate it. You can actually close it off if you want, like this, although it's not part of the design, but you can actually do that because it doesn't on the right level, but that's the idea, that you can open up a fishing hole and start fishing here. And finally, we take a look at the frozen lake here. This is by far the best part of the set. This is a new colorway of the wall panel pieces. When I first saw the photos of this set, I thought, oh, okay, like we're getting a flat tile of this color. But when I opened the set, I was surprised they actually used the wall panel, and it works really well because you can see like they're able to put some fishes underneath there. You can see someone drop the phone into the lake before it's frozen, so you can see those. I'm pretty sure if this is not a Chinese New Year set, Lego would have definitely put a skeleton underneath, but because it's Chinese New Year, you don't want anything related to death. That's why I think they left it out. Even the edges around the lake is very impressive as well, and there's a lot of fun building this because it's not just symmetrical, it's kind of irregular shape, so when you start building it, you do get a lot of fun from this. Before we take a look at the minifigures, let's take a look at the build from the back. Like you can see, I mean, obviously it's a front facing build, but it isn't a facade build, so it doesn't feel as empty, although it's not that good looking. But you can see the sign is actually both sides, so you can still look at the build from this side if you would like to, and from the back you can see how thick it is. Here are the 13 minifigures included in this set. None of the minifigure head are newly introduced in this set, so I'll just quickly run through the newer minifigures instead of going through every single one of them. First, we can take a look at the exclusive minifigure from this set. As with all the previous Chinese New Year set, always comes with a costume minifigure that represent the zodiac sign of the year. So obviously, this year is the year of the tiger. You've got very lovely, molded hat here. Another torso with some of the Chinese New Year element, even though this year have less of a Chinese New Year element. It really looks like a typical animal costume person, and with lots of orange itself. The red color, and underneath is not a new minifigure head. It's just been introduced earlier, so it's nothing really special. You also got this tiger tail here, which is it's not new. Is it introduced in the what's that, the build a minifigure tower from Lego store earlier. I think last year they had that tiger costume kit. I think it will make it a really interesting pair. Let me just get that minifigure because I have it here, because I was planning to take a photo of them together. So this minifigure here is from the build a minifigure tower from any Lego store. You can see now, you know the parents and the kid standing together to celebrate the year of the tiger. And then we have this two minifigure here with the new torso, which is a jacket, kind of calling back at the ice planet theme in the early days. And you also get a new color of this winter hat here in the orange color. Again, it's a callback to that ice planet theme. Even the minifigure hat, although it's not new, like it kind of recall the guy, the old guy with the white beard from that theme. So it's a really nice touch, and I really like the color of this hat here. Hopefully, it's available from Brick and Pieces from the 1st of January. And now we take a look at these two minifigures with the new torsos from this year, not exclusive to this set, of course. This one you already see it from the Lunar New Year traditions, and the other one right now is exclusive to this one, but I'm pretty sure it will make appearance in other Lego set in the near future. And here the other three minifigures come with, well, I think it's still new torso, because it definitely only have this torso from this set. I haven't got any of this torso in other set that I have. I haven't seen them that often. But yeah, it's still good looking minifigure, and you'll probably see them more from other Lego sets very soon. Oh, I just want to add one thing. So while nothing new from this minifigure, I like that the fact that the traditional Lego minifigure handpiece can make a comeback. I'm pretty sure there might be some slight difference, but it kind of reminds me the classic Lego minifigure. And oops, I thought I finished with minifigure, but actually this torso is also new from this year. Oh well, not yet, but it's supposed to be new from 2022 as well. So another nice jacket. And this is the Lunar New Year Ice Festival set, and this is an excellent Lego set. I really had lots of fun building it, especially this is the first time I built something like this, so the overall building experience is excellent. Getting non-Chinese New Year themed like one-off print is also a great surprise. I also like the fact that I'm getting another Lego penguin here, even though it doesn't represent a live penguin in this set, but always good to get more Lego animals. It also have tons of feature like this, photo stand here, and also the fishing hole, both highlights of the set. Now, if you ask me which one do I recommend compared to the Lunar New Year tradition, if you can only buy one of this, then I would definitely recommend the other one, the Lunar New Year traditions, if you're into like celebrating Chinese New Year, because that particular set actually capture a lot more things related to Chinese New Year compared to this one. Even though this one overall is a better Lego set in terms of how it looks, the display value, and the building experience. But Ice Festival is kind of limited, to northern part of China. So most of the places, you don't celebrate Chinese New Year with Ice Festival. And to be honest, the focus really end up in the frozen lake, and you can see, there's not much, Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year related stuff, including this set. Even, the exclusive tiger minifigure, the costume itself, doesn't have much thing representing Chinese New Year apart from the little bit of, red color on its torso. Take the Chinese New Year question aside, this is a excellent Lego set, no doubt, and I do recommend this set to everyone. Do let me know what you think about this set in the comment section below. If you like my video, be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming updates. Getting the new Chinese New Year set early really disrupt my plan on sorting out the room. So probably I will be back getting everything sorted before I start opening up new sets. But then new sets coming in the new year. So I wish a happy Christmas and a happy new year to everyone, and I'll see you again.